Welcome back. This is Rito here with another Endgame Calamity weapon showcase. Today we're going to be looking at the Svan Technical gun, which is a super endgame gun after defeating Supreme Calamitas. As you can see, it looks awesome. I'm using the Holy Fire bullets right now, but I can switch them over to all sorts of different types. Ooh, this looks so fun. It's all sorts of colors. It's like a party. It's lagging the game a little bit. But we've also got the Luminite bullets, which look really cool with their light blue color, and it's interesting how the gun splits. It splits its attacks wherever your cursor is. So if you put your cursor right here, it's like a shotgun, but if you put it over here, it's going to be splitting right at the boss, or whatever you're aiming at. So I'm interested to see how that affects the DPS of this weapon. Chlorophyte really has a lag problem, so I'm going to switch off that for sure. I have it rolled to Unreal, and the damage is 1,898, and that's with my ranged Auric Tesla and some endgame accessories, kind of evenly distributed between damage, movement, and defense. The weapon says it's got fast speed, extremely strong knockback, fires several barrages of bullets, right-click to zoom out. Interesting, so you can actually right-click and change how you're looking, which is pretty cool. I like that they give you the right click option to use a scope. Let's see how this weapon does against some target dummies. A super dummy allows the bullets to home as if it's an enemy. You can see I'm doing about 250,000 damage if I'm shooting Chlorophyte. And let's see how much it does if we're using Luminite. It's doing 300,000, pretty easy. Sweet. And let's see what Holy Fire bullets do. So it's doing like 500,000. It's nice. I wonder if we put our cursor directly on it. So the damage actually decreases if we have our cursor directly on the mob. We want to keep it just a little bit in front and the damage will increase. And lastly, I wanted to try these Hyperius bullets. And that looks like it's doing a pretty similar amount of damage to the Holy Fire, maybe a little bit less. So Holy Fire is probably going to be the better option for this weapon. Let's go ahead and try this on an improved dummy and see how the damage compares. So we're doing about 400,000, 500,000 on an improved dummy. And this is a Louis AFK mod edition. So this is actually really similar to the Void Dragon and the Soma Prime. It's kind of surprising. They're all about the 500,000 mark. Well, let's take a quick look at how this will perform on some bosses. So first, let's test DPS on Providence. Wow, that's pretty good. I'd say that's maybe a little bit faster than Soma Prime and about as fast as Void Dragon. And let's try it on something with a little bit more tankiness, like the Devourer of Gods. And it cleared the Devourer of God's first form pretty quickly. And the second form, no problem as well. I think this might have been the fastest clear out of the other ranged weapons that we've looked at so far, like the Void Dragon and Soma Prime. So that was pretty impressive. Now let's try it on the Boss Rush and just see how it performs against something like the Queen Bee. And it's doing decent. You do have to do a lot of aiming, but if you're kiting, that makes it pretty easy. And we can put on some rage, throw on some adrenaline as well. So that was a decent clear. I wouldn't say it's the easiest weapon to use because it does take following the enemy quite a bit with your cursor, but the damage is definitely good. And so you can kill these things pretty quick. You see I'm already almost done with the Brain of Cthulhu. And we defeated the Brain of Cthulhu, and let's just see how it does on the King Slime. This is a little bit of an easier boss to land the hits on, because it's not teleporting around. And we're hitting about 300,000 damage on them, which is pretty good. Yeah, not bad. And of course, you can use this right click and like the sniper scopes thing like this. It just feels like the screen is moving around too much for me. But I know some people are really good at, you know, doing that, but it kind of nauseates me a little bit. So I don't usually use the scope, but I think it's a really cool weapon. I do like the effect. I like the look. That's how the weapon performs in combat. This is definitely going to be viable for any endgame stuff. It may be a little bit more challenging than some of the other weapons, but overall it's pretty dang good. And let's take a quick look at how to craft it. It's crafted from the SDMG, which you can get from the Moonlord, and then Shadow Spec bars, Souls of Might, Souls of Sight, and Souls of Fright, which is fun since those are early hard mode. And then all you really need is to kill the Moonlord until you get the SDMG, and then you use the Shadow Spec bars, which you can get from Supreme Calamitas. So it's a really easy recipe. I would highly recommend picking it up and trying it out for yourself. That's it for the Svan Technical gun. I hope you have enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you have, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episodes. I also do Terraria Let's Play videos. I'm currently working on a Revengeance Mode Archer playthrough, and that's been a lot of fun. We're doing it on Calamity, of course. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.